what impact do you think that our clients are experiencing or have when we as clinicians are not using a system-centered approach?
Yes, this is actually a pretty big question because unlike some other impacts that might be more iconic, for example, if we didn't assess for SI, that would probably be very bad if we missed someone who was going to self harm, or if we didn't assess someone's substance use, that could get out of hand and have very obvious detrimental effects. But sometimes, because most of us have been taught and groomed up in a very individualist, a pathology-based kind of psychological upbringing, a lot of times when we don't center the system in our clinical work, it might not go, it goes unchecked. Maybe our supervisors aren't saying anything. Our clients are in the position where they're already coming for us to help, so they might not be looking to check us on this. And there is that power differential. So in some ways, they're open to our interpretations or our perceptions. So, but when we don't center the system, we actually perpetuate the system, right? And that is a real harm to our clients. For example, if I have a Black graduate student, which I often have, and they're telling me about their depression, or they're about to graduate and they're finding themselves morose because they don't want to go into academia after their whole experience in academia. And I say, well, that's your best option. That's what you've been grooming yourself to, or academia is just hard, ignoring the fact that academia is not just hard. It can be dangerous and harmful to Black students. So if I just miss that part, she's going to walk away from session thinking, oh, I need to stick it out, or what's wrong with me that I can't do this. But when I am able to say, hey, academia ain't fun for everybody, right? How many Black professors do you see and how long do they stay? When I give her the numbers of turnover or other careers that Black folks with her degree have thrived in, then whenever you center the system and take that burden off of somebody, options open up, worldview opens up. And especially for these high achieving Stanford students, they stop solving the wrong problem, which is fixing themselves. And they can get about what's actually going to be in service of their wellness. So you can just miss the mark sometimes.
I do want to see like the numbers in the future of like the impact and the reduction in suicidality when we start looking at the center versus, or centering the system versus looking at the individual. And even in substance abuse, right? Like substance abuse, I love someone explained that the focus is all about, feeling like you're getting everything you need from this substance. Right. Versus being able to connect without getting everything you need from the community. And in essence, what you're talking about is helping people recognize what's happening in the community where this person is responding either rejecting the community or going into it. So I really do love how we can look at this particular lens and begin to think about so many different challenges that really could be addressed by just a flipping of our language.
Just click it in. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And do the hard work, right? Because there might be systems like I'll take heteronormativity as a straight person. There are pieces of privilege that I have that I don't have to navigate. So when I learn just how stacked the system is for heterosexual people, it can be hard to enter into that. Right. And have to understand that the world is not kind to anyone not straight. And so you have to, when you think about liberation psychology, and there's that mindset of accompaniment, can you accompany someone in the truth of the world and how it is for them in their constellation of identities? It's a lift. It is
yes. And you have to be okay with not knowing. Right. And I think that's another challenge for many people in our country, where you're so taught you have to know as much or know everything. But even thinking about liberation psychology, you have to be willing to be informed or to be taught. Like you can't always be in the lead. So I really appreciate how this lens really opens the opportunity for discussion, and it equalizes
Yes.
the opportunity for many people to join into that discussion.